We've got a new character unlocked. Look, it's Lorraine. Where are we going? What are we doing today then? So we're going to go over to one of the properties today. What are we going for?
Because we're now working with an interior designer because we want a really high-end luxury finish on our serviced accommodation unit that we're putting together. So we
haven't told them about that yet.
Oh.
That's okay. So we're doing a serviced accommodation unit in one of the blocks that we've just bought because we own the freehold, so we can do that. So we're going to test the market locally.
Yeah.
And we're going to see if we can go for Airbnb.
Yeah, and one of the most important things when you're doing serviced accommodation is to try and get the highest nightly rate because that makes the biggest difference when you're looking at profitability. So that's what we're trying to do. So we've got a mood board, so we're just about to approve that, and the next stage is to get a detailed sort of measure by measure.
You've got the mood board with you?
I've got it on my phone.
We can have a look at it. We'll have a look at it when we get there.
Yeah.
So let's head over there now. We're going to show you what we're going to do and which flat we're going to choose to do it with. Come on, let's go. I know we've had a lot of snow. It's been really difficult for them to get out. But I mean, I'm not a scaffolding guru. But obviously you can get up to that level, then you go across there, then you're kind of stuck on that level. There's no ladders and there's no platform for the next level or to get to the top, to get to where the chimney is. Not at the moment anyway. So it's nowhere near finished. So we need to get back in touch with the scaffolders and find out exactly what's happening because we need to get on with this job. So you go up the ladders, get onto the first platform, and then you're stuck on the first platform, you can't go any higher.
Yeah, so they'll put ladders between each level.
So there's a lot of work to be done yet then.
But
So
the idea is that you have only sort of a head height level so that you don't then go, you don't have a ladder that's going too high anyway that you can fall down.
Yeah. So we haven't had it signed off or anything yet. We've not had the certificate or anything. So
is the key safe inside or at?
Inside, yeah. So we need to take a trek. So there's quite a lot of work to be done there yet then, isn't there?
I need to get those drains sorted as well.
So we gritted all this path when it was snowing, so this chappie didn't slip over when he was coming down. You said a load of screaming. Do you hear it? Someone having a row. So obviously it stops here as well, Lorraine, and doesn't go any further around the side. Hey? Yeah, for this side, not for the back.
Yeah, so you can see here how they've designed it. Look, so they're going to design it so that you can then go up
there, across.
And then you'll go up there because there's like a walkway.
So that's not been finished yet. So up there, across, and then you need to go up again to get to that aspect.
And then there,
and then ladders here, so up these ladders. And then
I think that's too open for slip, trips and falls, that ladder. So that must just be an installation ladder, do you think?
I don't know.
It's a long run all the way up, isn't it?
That is, yeah, I wouldn't want to go there.
No.
Or even get back down, to be honest. Yeah, I don't, it's not finished, is it? And of course, all of this side down here.
Gone the long way.
Just one for us.
What's the other one?
Oh, right.
Because look, in each one there's like 4 holes, and actually we've not used all 4 holes in this one. But if we put those 2 in and then pulled that one out a bit, then it'd be just much easier just to hook them on. See, I'm with you, George. Right, so we're going to 11 first.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want 12's keys in your pocket so we don't get them muddled up?
Is that the one with the light on?
Yeah. Right, take both of them or not.
Okay. I'm just a bit concerned here that we don't seem to be moving very quickly on any of the refurbs. Seems quite slow, isn't it? Don't you think?
Well, it's only takes a while, doesn't it, to get these things done?
George, can we get a letter out to find out who this car belongs to? Yeah. I'm not adverse to it being here, but it's not moved since we bought it, since we bought the property. It's got mould inside. So I'm just worried whether it's just been dumped here. So could you get a letter out?
Yeah.
It's been here for months, it's not moved an inch. And if it has been dumped, then we'll have to arrange to get it moved. Big work in progress. Right, so watch see that needs a trip hazard cone or something next to it, doesn't it? Right then, so this is the property that we're going to turn into serviced accommodation. Still smells a little bit musty in here, doesn't it?
I think it smells quite sewagey.
It still smells sewagey. It's always smelt sewagey though, hasn't it? It's always been an issue.
Yeah, but I don't know if these have got wet. Like the sewage has come underneath the floor and it's just...
Are we going to relay this parquet floor in then?
I think it's going to have to be chucked because I think it might
It's a shame.
be like, it might have soaked up loads of sewage.
Quite possibly. Someone's definitely been smoking in here.
You know, like you go around sniffing walls, is this going to be like I'm sniffing like parquet flooring?
I'm not a sniffer, all right.
Which is a bit of a shame, but that looks to me like it's been wet at some point and it's gone all like mouldy.
No, that's the glue.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why isn't it like that everywhere? Don't know.
Because if you're going to use this as an SA, the first impressions will be, as you walk in, it's like, doesn't smell fresh, does it?
No.
But we need to get to the bottom of that, because every time we come in here, we've been in here now and done this about 3 or 4 times.
This is the mood board. So that's the scheme we're going for. So it's based on the Malvern water cure, everything. When this is a Victorian house, and it's based on the idea that Darwin came and had the water cure.
What's the water cure then for the viewers?
So it was basically, you know, like everybody's jumping in ice baths nowadays. It was basically the similar thing. So you came, you drank water, you kind of restricted diet, you went on a bit of a fast, you kind of jumped in a bucket of cold bath water and you drank Malvern water, and you're supposed to cure loads of elements and ailments that people had. So that is what the water cure was, and all sorts of famous
There's
people.
a pub in town called the Water Cure.
Yeah. Oh, there's a well actually just around the corner. We can go and have a look if you want. It's got Royal Dalton tiles on it, don't you know? There you go. And so loads of famous people came to Malvern and had the water cure, like Darwin, like Florence Nightingale, and a host of others. So we're going for this kind of botanical type feel.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a guest coming back in the Victorian age to them. So the designer's got a floor plan, but she needs more details. So she needs to know where she can put a wardrobe, where she can put the bed. So she needs exact measurements. So
she's not coming out to see it then?
No, she's working remotely. So she doesn't need to come to site. She's got videos. George, you came around the other day, didn't you? Took a load of videos for her. So she's got everything she needs to work remotely.
So when are we starting the rip out then on this? Because it's been quite dormant now for a while, hasn't it?
Well, when the spec's back, so the idea is she'll save me loads of time because she'll literally put a spreadsheet together of everything we need to buy, all the paint colours, all the paint scheme. We'll choose our fittings, but essentially what style to go for in the fittings. So once that, she's got a couple of weeks, I think she's going to have that file back to me in a week or so. So once that file's back, then it's kind of like, right, let's go. We're ready.
Okay. So are we going to put an enviro-vent in here to get rid of the mustiness, the smell that it's got at the moment? Because I think that probably would help a great deal. These windows, oh, they're not blown. That's okay. I thought they were blown then for a minute. I think it might be beneficial to put an enviro-vent. An enviro-vent is a system that expels the air from inside to outside and keeps the air moving fresh across the property, which gets rid of black mould and smells and things like that. So are we going to be doing that?
I don't really know. I haven't really...
I don't think it smells as bad in here as it did. Taking into consideration the chimney breast.
What was it, 26?
0.56.
How do I measure that?
Look at this. It's jammed shut, but if somebody released that, you're not going to get in there. That's going to take a lot of boshing, that is. Even as a ex-police officer with a big red key, this is a big thick door. Proper good bolt, that.
I mean...
So this is the technical way of checking whether your property's got damp again. Just do it again. Lorraine's got the technical way, look.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
These are Nike platforms as well.
And what's your verdict?
I think that's a bit knackered.
Knackered, that's the technical way of doing it.
Are you bored yet?
Oh, that does stink actually. You smell it? It does stinks, isn't it? This stinks. That's a shame. So what we reckon is that all of this flooring has soaked in over the years, all of the crap. We've had a leak in here at some point. And these smell.
This sewage pipe has leaked.
That's leaked, yeah, and it's come
It's
out.
all come out.
And all of these have smell of poo. We're going to have to get rid of it. A lot of people might say, you know, treat it, it'll be fine, but it just smells the whole room out. We need to make it fresh, so sadly, this parquet flooring might just have to go, and it might end up being starter wood for someone's fire. 38 metres. Lorraine's just measured this room at 38 metres. Kind of look.
I haven't. I know.
38 metres.
Look, see there, George. It says 38.64 there. I mean, why?
No idea. Who knows? There was an article this morning, right, that I did on my news feed. And there's an MP for, I think it was Scarborough, who said that landlords are evading paying council tax because you can put your property on Airbnb for a couple of weeks and then go on to business rates. What complete nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And she's going to stand as an MP for the area and she doesn't even know what the legislation is. The legislation is minimum requirements. If you're going to do an Airbnb, then there's a minimum night stay that you have to adhere to before you can switch from council tax to go on to business rates. And certainly for where we are in Wales for our serviced accommodation units, it's 182 minimum night stays in any 12-month period before you can even go from council tax over to business rates. So she said you can just put it on Airbnb for a couple of weeks. Absolute nonsense. These people are standing as MPs and they don't even know what the legislation is. It really makes me angry.
Oh no, I just dropped my Apple Pencil.
You've had a load of stuff dumped in here, look. That wasn't here last time. That bike wasn't there last time either.
Was it that?
Don't think so. This wasn't.
That wasn't. I think the bike was.
So what's that, a backpack? I don't know, someone's just dumped it in here. So what?
Peter.
It's a nightmare, isn't it? People just dump stuff and expect you to move it. Constant battle, shifting tenants rubbish. This is for laundry, it's not for putting belongings in. But we can't keep it locked because then the tenants won't be able to use it. Watch your head. Oh dear. It's going to be another shed that we're going to have to clear out in about 6 months. Got a load of rubbish dumped in there now. Maybe I could sniff it and then trace it back to the like a police dog.
Yeah, sniff a Rick.
Right, so that's pretty much us done here. I just get worried about all the scaffolding. I mean, it's a big job. It's going to take ages to take it down. I reckon it's going to be up for 6 months or more. What do you think?
Oh, I don't think it'll be up for 6 months, will it?
I bet it is. Let's come back in 6 months and see if it's still up. I bet it is.
I hope not.
Well, they seem to have stopped and they just went off. Anyway. Right, that's our little visit over for today. We'll come back again in a couple of weeks, see where we're at with the refurbishment and give you an update. Don't forget to follow.
I can't drink the water.
Can't you?
No.
Why?
Because it's contaminated because it's the...
So you can't drink the water out of this well?
No. According to Malvern Wells.
I've seen loads of people bottling up.
You boil it.
They said it about all the wells.
Yeah.
So a bit of history then. So we've gone for the water cure theme for the Airbnb that we're doing at, and we've come to see what all of that nonsense is about.
Well, it's just around the corner, so it's quite a big feature.
Right.
So literally, we're what?
So let's have a look at the
2
history.
minutes walk.
Yeah, come on, watch your foot.
Ah, it's muddy.
So there's a well here, and we'll have a look in the well in a minute. But the irony is, you can't drink the water out of the well because apparently it's contaminated. So Earl Beauchamp's fountain.
Beecham.
Beauchamp? It says Beauchamp.
It's Beecham.
Is it?
It's Beecham, isn't it, George?
I'm not getting
If it was Beauchamp, if it was Beauchamp, surely it would be double E.
No, it's.
Anyway,
I'd say both.
quality of Malvern water has been long known, with Benedictine monks establishing monasteries at Great and Little Malvern as far back as 1085 AD, and the rest of it's just nonsense. So let's just go and have a let's go and have a look at the well. So the irony is, the water cure, you can't drink the water anymore because it's contaminated.
Well, only because of the farm animals. Because this is
Oh
all
right, so
grazing
the farm
land.
animals come and do a poo in the well.
Well, because it seeps down into the
Well, hasn't that always been the case?
the water table.
Surely that's always been the case.
Well,
I mean, why would it be any different in 1085?
I don't know. They tested this one and they decided that.
So all the water coming from the Malvern Hills, look, all coming down
Going to
here,
get killed on the road.
doesn't look particularly attractive to drink anyway, does it? Anyway, is it coming out of here then? Or has it stopped? It's obviously coming down. So this is all the fresh water from the Malvern Hills. So how does that work?
I don't know.
We've read. Natural spring water. The purity of this water cannot be guaranteed and therefore should be boiled before drinking. I think someone's boiled it over because there's nothing coming out. Why is it empty? They must have turned it off.
I don't know. I think this well is due for refurbishment.
This fountain was presented to the people of Cowley by William Earl Beauchamp in 1905. So can we change that now and can we put Rick Gannon on there? Yeah, what do you think? No one will notice, will they?
Did you know, according to
It's probably listed.
no, these are Royal Dalton tiles apparently, according to the Well Association.
My middle name's William, so I think I'll get away with that. No one will know.
So look, you see, so it seems to be coming out here. So
Yeah. So they
got a bit of a
bypassed it.
leak.
They bypassed the well, haven't they, to stop people from drinking it?
Do you reckon?
Yeah. So there you go.
Fill it up there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
See, they reckon, don't they, that in Roman times they used to bury coins in wells because it's like a thing that you do. It's kind of, it's good luck and everything. So I think we should dig here, see if we can find some gold coins. Oh,
Why did we choose to come this way?
I didn't realise this was the situation.
So you can have a little bit of outward bound session as well. I'm going to get my feet wet. Come on.
I think.
We live in Malvern. Look, all this
Can't you
water
just
coming in.
duck or go over, under or over?
Just hit your head. I bit you.
There we go.
So there you go. That's your little history lesson about the water cure. But if you drink it, you probably will need a cure because you're going to die, apparently. And this is the very first outward bound video that we've ever done away from a property. Look at the surroundings. We've come out here just to give you a bit of background information. And to be quite honest with you, I can guarantee that hardly anybody would even care.
You don't think anybody's going to watch this?
No one's going to watch it.